Hey everyone. Today I'm really excited to share with you my 35 custom presets that I made for the GR-8 or Great Synth by Phuturetone. This is, in my opinion, one of the most impressive free synths on the market at the moment. I would put it up there with something like the Surge Synth or some of the full bucket music releases. Here's the preset bank that I created. It's currently available on the Phuturetone website under Matthew B. Carter, and there's a couple other preset banks too that you can grab for this synth. If you haven't messed around with the synth and you like trying out audio software or you like free synths in general, I definitely recommend you take a crack at this and see what you think of it. The sound quality is very impressive and the effects are pretty deep as well, which made it very easy to make a bunch of unique, interesting sounding patches. I would say that the patches I created are probably more oriented towards house or different types of electronic music. I spoke with the Phuturetone developer Sasha. He was extremely friendly and nice and easy to communicate with. He checked out my presets and was kind enough to include them as a download on his website. At the time of making this video, his website seems to be having a problem loading, but you can download the Phuturetone Great Synth from the KVR website here. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And you can see there's some positive reviews for the synth. It's not just me being impressed by it. This is a really cool tool, and you might have a lot of fun messing with it yourself. Here's some of the features of the synth if you're interested in learning a bit more about it. The track you could hear in the background during the intro is a kind of mid-tempo jazz house track that I made. I don't make a lot of house music, but I figured that genre worked best for the presets I created. And it kind of gives you an idea of the great sound quality of this plugin. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through how I use these different patches in the context of this production. Let's go through the presets. Let's start with BitPulse. I'm using the LFO function time synced to add that kind of movement to the pad where you can hear it drop in and out. Very cool effect that you can create with the synth. I think this pad also shows off the flexibility of the effects section, which really impressed me when I was making these presets. Moving on to Neon Raindrops, this is an arpeggiated sequence I made. You can see all of the extra plugins I used on each track if you look at this channel here. All I'm using is some volume shaping here. Here's Juicy Bass. Next is Distant Galaxies. Here's 80s Bell Lead. Here's Super Reverb Delay. This was more of a textural type of synth effect. And all of the effects you're hearing are built into the Great Synthesizer. This is Mars Rover, one of my personal favorites. Moving on, we have a noise riser and noise faller effect. I'll just include these together so you can hear the transition between the noise lift and the noise fall. Here is Ethereal Signs. Using the different distortion modes can dramatically change the character and tone of the patch. I initially forgot that I added this in. Here's the only instrument that is not great in this production, which is Addictive Keys Studio Grand with a lot of processing on it. I processed this piano using one of the presets I created for Snap Heap. I created, I think, 50 presets for this that I'm going to be selling on my Gumroad soon, so if you're interested in something like that, consider subbing to my channel or checking out my Gumroad. Next we have Pads Flutter. Very nice spacey pad. Here we have keys, progressive house pluck. Next we have talking bass, another one of my personal favorites. I actually used it as a lead here. Here's what it sounds like if I add in simple sub with that talking bass. Next is Bit Crush Texture, which is definitely one of the most unique patches I made for this synth. It's this kind of appearing and disappearing noise source that comes in and out with these glitchy rhythmic artifacts. It's pretty cool. Next we have LFO Wobble. Here's Mars Rover. Pretty liberal use of reverb on this. Here's Deep Ocean. You can definitely hear how warm this synth is. I really like that. It doesn't sound super digital. Moving on to the last section of the song. Here we have Pluck It. Organ Tone is another ARP I created. I layered that up with an upper octave, I believe, for the second organ tone here. And last we have Supra, which is a bass patch. I think this was the first preset I created. And here's what all the sources sound like together for the track. I hope you enjoyed checking out the presets I made for Great. Once again, a huge thanks to Sasha, the developer. If you're interested in these presets, feel free and head over to my Gumroad and download them for free. I'd be interested to hear what you can create with them as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day.